Hi, my loves. It's your girl, Mally Roncal. I am a celebrity makeup artist, creator of Mally Beauty Color Cosmetics, but more importantly, I am a wife, a mommy, a friend. We have 3 little girls, 2 pit bulls, 3 guinea pigs, 3 frogs, and 2 fish, or I think I got that mixed up. Of course, I'm here to check in on you, see how you're feeling, see how everything is going, and letting you know that we are practicing social distancing. We are trying really hard to not only be great people for ourselves and for our families, but for the entire world. One of my biggest, most favorite things to do in the whole wide world is lift you up, help you to feel fierce, help you to look fierce, and help you to perhaps, with my tips and tricks, go a little further in your life, however we see that. Please join me. I can't wait to show you some of my little secrets, and of course give you all my love, and perhaps be a bit of a positivity preacher for you, because I think we all need that today. Okay, love you guys. You ready? Let's go for it. This was a 5-minute face. Oh yes, I did this in less than 5 minutes, and so can you. So if you want to see how to get it done, just keep on watching. Okay, I like to start with a neutralizing primer. You want to just take it, you can use your fingers, you can use a brush, you can use whatever. Stick foundation is fast, it's easy. I love this one because it really doesn't feel like you're wearing any makeup, but yet it does give you full coverage, which when you're getting on a screen, you want the skin to look even in tone. When you have a lot of discoloration, sometimes with a screen, it tends to pick up. So you do want to start with a base that is really super duper even. Hello. Yes, I'm talking about that. Now let's go for the eyes. You really want the eyes to stand out. You want them to pop. You want them to not look like you're exhausted, maybe a little worried, just kidding. But really just to make them stand out. And a shadow stick is a fantastic way to do that. If you want to use a brush, you can, but if you don't, just guess what? Blend with your fingers. Here's a dark brown eyeliner. Sometimes black can look harsh on a screen, so taking a nice deep brown and just lining your upper lash line. Oh yes. Let's talk about a brow. Many people kind of skip the brow. Bad idea. Super bad idea. You want to really lift that brow, thicken that brow, and just make it sort of kind of grounds your face, grounds your eyes. Here's a tip with brows. Start slow and then build up. Less is more. Although, don't get me wrong, I love a full brow, but you know what I'm saying. Go with the natural shape of your brow, but if you do want to add a little bit of a lift, the brow starts here. The highest point of the brow is when you go like so. See that? Take it to the outer end of the iris, and then the brow ends right there. Very simple, very easy. I know mascara is a little bit of a desert island product, and sometimes right now we might feel like we're on a desert island. Start at the base of the lash and kind of give 3 gentle curls. Bam, bam, bam. 1 coat on the top with a great mascara, and you should be good to go. Let's move on to cheeks and lips, and we are almost done. I'm gonna use a cream blush. This is a pretty soft pink. You just smile, and don't go too high up on the apples of the cheeks. You go ahead and just take it a little bit lower, stipple it in, and then blend it back. That's how I like to get a really natural looking blush, so it doesn't look like, you know, Dance of the Wooden Soldiers. Take it and do. Oh, yes. And all of a sudden, somebody looked like they just exercised, which I hope you're still exercising. You know what I'm gonna do? A lip crayon, something like this. A great little lip crayon is gonna be fantastic because it's gonna give you a nice full coverage. I said full coverage. And it's also gonna give you a nice shine, and it also acts as a lip liner. lip liner. And I'm telling you, you can do this. Once you get it down, it will be so easy. The dark circle corrector is a game changer. Once you put it on in these 4 areas, I want you to take your fingers and then just kind of tap it out. It does not have to be a thick, heavy concealer, guys. It really doesn't. It can be light, it can be thin, and look at that, yes. And last but certainly not least, whoo, child, I need my face defender. This is basically a mattifier, but the idea is that the places where we tend to get shiny are in between the eyebrows, just like so. Right here, your little like grease pools, you know those grease pools on either sides of the nose, and then underneath the bottom lip. Tips and tricks, y'all. This is how I live my life. You can get this on, look fierce, it's done. Somebody says, hey, quick conference call with everyone in the office. You can go with that. One of my absolute favorite things to cook for my family, and let's be honest, eat, is Filipino fried rice. I grew up eating it. It is a total comfort food. It's fast, it's easy, it tastes amazing. The recipe was inspired by my dad, so I'm gonna show you exactly how I make it. First and foremost, you're going to need rice. This is day-old rice. I cooked it yesterday, put it in the fridge. Secret, the key to fantastic fried rice is use day-old rice. Frozen vegetables you can get at the grocery store. You're gonna need some eggs. I'm going to scramble those eggs. I'm gonna show you exactly how we do that. Fresh garlic or granulated garlic. I kind of like both, not even gonna lie. And then you need soy sauce. You're also going to need, and no worries, you can reuse this plastic bag. Normally when you make fried rice, you have to take each grain and really coat it with the soy sauce and the garlic and all that good stuff. My dad doesn't like to get his hands cold. I know. So here's what you're gonna do. You take a little bit of this rice, put it in the bag, start to break it up gently. Here's the secret. You don't wanna smush it really hard because then the grains are gonna get really flat. You want them to stay true to size. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't tell you exactly how much soy sauce to put in. I really just eyeball it. Like to give it a few shakes. Is that too many? No. Just kind of go in and try to coat each piece of rice. And your hands aren't getting cold. I know I sound crazy, but it's true. It's like a thing. Take some granulated garlic. You're gonna mush it all together so you don't have to worry about it being too concentrated in one area. You see that color? That's the color that we like. While we let that sit for just a second, we're going to make our eggs. Okay, so basically for some rice this size, I'm only gonna do 2. So, whoops, go ahead and scramble them up. My mom was a Filipino doctor. She died actually when I was 17. But one thing I vividly remember was her teaching me how to scramble eggs. Scrambling eggs is a very sentimental thing for me. All in the wrist, Melissa. It's all in the wrist. Go ahead and get that nice and fluffy. And then we're gonna move on over to the stove. I have the vegetables steaming right in there. Getting ready on a little low steam with just a little bit of water. I'm heating up a little tiny bit of olive oil, actually. I put some olive oil in here. Usually it's olive oil, sometimes it's butter. I'm going to now make the eggs. And you know, just let it kind of get nice and thin. Because when you're making scrambled eggs for, you know, fried rice, you don't want it to be too thick or too chunky. I like it nice and thin. Very sort of like crepey, if you will. So on a nice medium heat, kind of let it do its thing. Beautiful. Yes. Let's put it right on a plate. I'm gonna spray a little bit of oil, take a little bit of garlic, and just kind of crisp it up. Is there any better smell, honestly, in the world? I don't think so. I am not a chef, obviously. I'm a makeup artist, but I am a mom and I am Filipino, And this is the way that we make our rice. I'm just gonna put it on a plate and save it for later. More away. Oh yeah. Bonjour. Here's the little secret that we like to do in our house is you can certainly kind of flip it around and like kind of fry each grain of rice, but we in our family actually like it crispy, if you know what I'm saying. I kind of make it flat, almost like a rice pancake. There you go. And let it do its thing. You ready for the magic? Here we go. Oh yeah, baby. Our family, they're gonna fight over that, just so you know. Flip it over, and then we let it sit. Once this side is done, we're gonna mix it all together. Okay, so now we have all the ingredients here. We've got your rice, our egg, which I cut into little strips like this. Have our veggies and our garlic. Fluff the rice gently. Take some of the veggies, put it in like that. Make sure they're drained so there's not a lot of water in there. I like to take some of the eggs, just like so. I know I use my hands. It's my family, guys. I'm gonna mix it all together. I'm excited. I'm gonna eat this right now. I have a taste tester here, actually.
You called? Get some of that egg on there.
Yeah, I'm gonna make you a perfect bite. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Here you go. Right?
Woo, that's good.
Fast and easy. Enjoy. And as we say in Filipino, mahal kita. That means I love you. Okay, so I got a DM from Susan on my Instagram at Mally Roncal, and she is saying, "Hi Mally, I love all of your positive energy. How do you stay so happy and joyful during such uncertain times?" First and foremost, thank you so much. I love the fact that you guys reach out to me for those kinds of things because, yes, let's be honest, this time is absolutely crazy. The anxiety, the fear, the worry, all of it. The easiest way to answer that and what really gets me through the day are a few things. First and foremost, it's faith in looking to whatever higher power you believe in and just saying, you know what? I trust my journey. I know that there's a reason for all this. I don't know what it is right now, but I trust that it is somehow for my good. Number two, it's about gratitude. Think about 3 things that you are super duper grateful for, even if they're just little tiny things. Lately, since we've been home, I am very grateful for my dishwasher because we're doing lots of cooking. Obviously, I'm grateful for my family, and I'm grateful for you and this community. In our day-to-day life, things get so crazy. We literally are like little hamsters on the wheel, right? And we're going a million miles an hour and we don't stop and look at what's really important. Our health and our bodies, our minds and our spirits, our families, our loved ones, taking care of ourselves and taking care of one another. So no matter what you are going through today, no matter how much of this roller coaster, whether you're on the upside or the downside, just know and believe we will be okay. It's not the end. This is just a reset button. Remember, be a positivity preacher. Be a positivity preacher every single day. What does that mean? It doesn't mean to ignore the bad. It just means focus on the good. So that's it, my loves. Thank you so much for joining me for Mally Makes It Better. I hope that in this time we had together, I taught you maybe some things. Maybe we had a good laugh. Maybe I helped you think a little bit. In these times where we are really uncertain, one thing is for sure. Love is always the answer. And yeah, it's gonna be okay. Love you.